I am in front of the Gosnold Town Hall on the island of Cuttyhunk, and I am here because I'm doing a special of the 14 counties of Massachusetts, where I visit the least populated municipality in the state, and that is Gosnold. Gosnold is comprised of many islands in the Elizabeth Islands chain. These islands are Cuttyhunk Island, Gosnold Island, Slates Island, Pennakees Island, Gull Island, Neshawena Island, Paskew Island, Norshan Island, Veckatamest Island, Monhansett Island, Uncatina Island, Bull Island, Weepecket Island, and as locals call them, Weepecket and Weepecket, for the two smaller islands near Weepecket Island, and Nonamesset Island. Those are the islands in the Elizabeth Islands chain. They are all part of the town of Gosnold. The town of Gosnold, the only island that is publicly owned, as in, multiple houses and that sort of thing, owned by different people, is Cuttyhunk. The rest of the islands, with the exception of Pennakees, which used to be a drug rehabilitation center, but is currently in renovation, are owned privately by the Forbes family. And an interesting note about the Forbes family is that they include former Secretary of State John Kerry. I am standing in front of the Cuttyhunk Elementary School. There are currently no students in the school. The school closed last year when its last student graduated. There used to be 2 students, but the older brother of the student that graduated last year graduated in 2016. So they are turning this school into a STEAM center for kids on the mainland. The school was built in 1873 to teach the kids of fishermen that lived here around that time. And that's about all I have to say. I am at the top of Lookout Hill. Lookout Hill is the top of Cuttyhunk Island, the Elizabeth Islands, and the town of Gosnold. It is at 151 feet above sea level. There is a cell tower here, which picks up signal from Aquina on Martha's Vineyard, which is over there. As you can see, there are cliffs, and you might not be able to see in the camera, but you can make out Gayhead Lighthouse, which was featured in the Dukes County episode. Over that way is the Bartholomew Gosnold Monument, which is on Bartholomew Gosnold Island, or Gosnold Island, in the middle of West End Pond. West End Pond is home to an oyster fishing operation with the Cuttyhunk Shellfish Farms. If I turn this way, I can see Pennakees Island. Pennakees Island was a leper colony in the 1800s and early 1900s and was a drug rehabilitation center from 2015 to 2017 before it shut down due to lack of funding. It was called Pennakees, and they are looking for something to do with it now. Over there is Neshawena Island. It has a series of cliffs, and it is mostly deserted except for a few houses. Neshawena is private property owned by the previously mentioned Forbes family. And the views are amazing here. I can also see in the far distance Pask Island, or Paskew Island, and over that way I can see No Man's Land Island. No Man's Land Island was used as a bombing range for the Navy from the 50s to the 90s. It is currently closed off to the public due to unexploded bombs being there. It is also the site of a shipwreck, and is completely deserted. And if I go down from here, I can see the Army Corps of Engineer map control station marker, which is at the highest natural point on Lookout Hill, as you can see right there. There is this platform here with a hole under it, and I do not know what that is for. There's also a closed-off area over there with some PVC piping. I'm standing in front of the United Methodist Church on Cuttyhunk Island in the Town of Gosnold. It was built in 1881, shortly after the Town of Gosnold was incorporated in 1852. I'm standing in front of the Cuttyhunk Historical Society. It is a museum about Cuttyhunk and the rest of the Elizabeth Islands. It was built in 1991 and is currently closed due to the coronavirus pandemic. However, I'm sure it would be nice when it's not closed. I am standing in front of the Cuttyhunk, Massachusetts post office. It was built in 1877 and its zip code is 02713. I'm at the Cuttyhunk Wharf. Here you can get tacos, ice cream, donuts, and other baked goods, as well as raw shellfish and shrimp. And
I don't even think Isabel has.
there is a lobster place that way. There is also the Cuttyhunk Harbor Master, as well as a few charter fishing services, and mooring balls and dock space for boats. I'm currently at the Four Corners. This is the only place on the island where four roads meet. Well, actually 2 roads meet, but it's a 4-way intersection as opposed to a T intersection. And this is below the downtown. You go up the hill a little to get to most of the stuff, like the post office, school, town hall, library, historical society, post office, island market, and dinner restaurant. However, there is a gift shop here, as well as recycle and trash bins. Behind me is Slate's Island and Cuttyhunk Pond, which serves as the harbor for Cuttyhunk. I should also mention that there are snakes here, gardener snakes. I am in front of the generator room for Cuttyhunk Island power. It is noisy even out here. It says Cuttyhunk Island Electric and Power there, and then it has a sign saying how it is a fire-adapted community, and that the fire danger today is moderate. I am just down from the Cuttyhunk Fishing Club and the Avalon, which are the 2 places to stay if you're looking to stay on Cuttyhunk. I'm at the Cuttyhunk Fishing Club. This is one of the 2 options for overnighters on Cuttyhunk. And a few notable figures that stayed here were Presidents William Howard Taft and Teddy Roosevelt. I'm standing in front of the Avalon. The Avalon is the other option for overnighters on Cuttyhunk. And it used to be a private home, but is now held in trust with the family and the town, and you can stay there. I am in front of the Bartholomew Gosnold Monument and the light oil house from the lighthouse that used to be there. discovered the Elizabeth Islands, No Man's Land Island, off the coast of Martha's Vineyard in the town of Kilmark, and Martha's Vineyard itself. I am in front of the entrance to the Allen P. Spaulding solar field. This is the other source of Cuttyhunk's power, and it was named after Alan Spaulding, who built a house on Cuttyhunk. I am currently on the MV Cuttyhunk, which is the ferry to Cuttyhunk Island. The MV Cuttyhunk goes from New Bedford to Cuttyhunk. It takes about 1 hour.